Oh, okay. That's very creepy. Well, shit, let's talk about it. So, if I can be free to talk about how I started to play Corpse Party. It began from 2014 when I saw PewDiePie play Corpse Party. It was a lot of horror and trouble, so I found it very interesting and fun. So I watched like 4 videos from him and then I couldn't hold myself, so I started looking it up and played it myself. I saw it can be played from the PSP and luckily I knew that I had one. So I dig from my closet, boxes or everywhere because I am not the best. I can handle my stuff with responsibility and probably have memory issues. As an example, I play video games, I feel like I need to take a piss. I put down my controller that I thought that I put it, doing my business, coming back. Then I was like, Mom? Where did I put my controller? Now you know a bit about me. Now we're closer friends. Finally, when I found my PSP, the only thing I need to think about is where can I get this game? As a teenager, of course I don't have any money to buy any game, so I put my head and doing what I know what I can do. Art. Ooh, spooky. Time to put the headphones on. So about the game, it started from a student, Ayumi Shinosaki, telling a ghost story about the heavily hosted elementary school, which occurred before the Kisaragi Academy came, which Ayumi and other of her friends are in now. After Ayumi's storytelling, out of nowhere a blackout happened in their school and everybody got scared, especially one of Ayumi's friends, Satoshi. Which is the biggest P word from the other boys, Yoshiki and Sakutaro. Suddenly someone knocks the classroom door and says the words that are just like in the Ayumi's ghost story. Is anyone still here? But also added, go home children, spooky. Then the door opened and a teacher comes in the room. So it was a prank all along. Get pranked, bitch, look at the camera, Sakutaro is the camera. Fuck, I hate this, I genuinely hate this. Nope, I cannot scrap this. Fuck. So after the teacher comes in, then another person comes in. Yuka, which is Satoshi's sister. Why do you need to involve a sister into this? At least that's how I reacted. Ayumi again came up with an idea that everyone can participate, including the sister. She wants to perform a charm called Sachiko Ever After, as a thing that you can keep your connection with your friends, but that is especially for their friend Mayu Suzumoto. They will transfer to another school so they don't need to be afraid to lose each other. Fuck, I suck at laughing. Never lose each other. Funny one. Fuck, that was a creepy laugh, Jesus. Well, let's keep that one. So they need a paper doll, which Ayumi came up prepared. And the catch from the charm is depending how many people there are in the group, they need to think in their head, Sachiko, we beg of you, as many times with those who are participating. Did you get my point? Explaining isn't my strong side. But before that, Satoshi, the smartest person from all of them, asked if, what happened if one of us didn't make it? Excellent. Maybe everyone doesn't want to get along with it. Failing isn't an option. I read it from the internet. It will work. What? What? But it is like if you need to defuse a bomb and hoping you're picking the right wire. Okay, I have the bomb right in front of me. I have 10 minutes on me, so that's decent enough time to think this through. Also, I see many different color wires. Is there a red wire? Yeah. Cut that one. But how can you be so sure? What if it isn't the right one? Failing is an option. I've seen a movie about this. Okay. Well, that's basically the same, right? So after what Ayumi said without a second thought, they did it anyway. So the last part is that all of the participants need to grab the doll and later they need to pull it at the same time so they can get each paper piece. When they got each piece and was told that they need to take care of the piece so they can have a connection that never will be lost. Then a massive earthquake occurred and everybody just falls and gets separated. Some of them have noticed that they are not the same school that they were from the beginning. They somehow shifted to another dimension, which is heavily host elementary school, and that's how the hell began. Coming from my point of view, when I played it, I knew this would be a little bit gore, but goddamn, for a pixelated game, I never thought it would be possible. But of course, if adding some pictures in the game that will make it a little bit more horrifying, then it will probably work. Well, a picture says more than 1,000 words. The story feels a little bit fast at the beginning, but later on you will have more details in the game about the characters, about the Sachiko, and have many possibilities of endings depending how many things you have discovered or which things you have ignored to pick up. Or do not go this door or this way, which is kind of typical horror game. You'll have 5 chapters and after completing with 1 chapter you can unlock extra chapters, which will have 10 of it. So you can learn more about the other things that will appear in the game. The gameplay is simple. You can play with different characters and you'll just moving around with them and find some clues or ways to survive. Of course, rule number one in a horror game is that you have to feel some kind of danger. Feel afraid for doing wrong decisions, or feel whatever you go might not be the right way, or are not very confident about it, which I have these feelings a lot, and it feels great. I feel like a psycho. If you're a great reader, great. They have a lot of dialogues, then I mean a lot, that you have to read for not just understand, but also something that you have to be very aware of. If not, you might die. I don't know any horror games that have very great soundtracks, but I feel like it doesn't need to have some Hiroyuki Sawano music, but they do have some cute adventuring soundtrack that makes you feel you can do it. Which is, okay, fine, I get it, anime themed. It has to be cute. My favorite part is when everything goes quiet and you can just hear the environment, the steps, the noises, and that made you feel, yeah, I'm in danger. I would say it's pretty much okay. But overall this game, I'll say it's good. It's a RPG making game and it have a lot of dialogues which will make you read it all and use your big brain if you want to have a great ending. Gameplay wise, nothing a big problem, just going around solving some mysteries and see if you can get the right path or the wrong path, and of course you can just play it again. But you'll be ready then the first playthrough. Have a cute little sister in the game is a very important material, so the player will lose their shit. It have a lot of gore and disturbing moments. I wouldn't say it's impressive, is it? Is it? But it's kinda impressive for just an RPG game and just putting the picture so the players can see from the character's perspective. Even today it still works, and the other games like Omori that I've started to play recently, and I will soon talk about it, probably next week. I can also say that I'm not the best when it's about horror games, because if I play alone and when I see it's completely dark outside, I stop immediately and wait for the next morning to keep playing. But also, from this game, it has an anime adaptation, and I saw it uncensored, and never watched an anime this much gore. Then I mean really gore. I know there are some anime that are much worse, but if you are sensitive, don't watch it. Even I didn't feel so well after watching it, and later on I just laying on my bed looking up on the ceiling and thinking, what the fuck did I watch? And there's also a live action adaptation, and I probably will watch it soon, and hopefully it's shit. My last words is that I love RPG making games, and I can thank PewDiePie for it. Because since I watched him play Misao for the first time, which is a long time ago, I couldn't wait for the next part of the game. And then I played other RPG making games myself, like Mad Father, Crooked Man, The Sandman, and the others, so I realized I love it. I don't know if somehow or someday if it will deliver to him, but thank you, Felix.